Hey, welcome back to Pool Gal Chronicles. I'm the gal who spent 30 years around swimming pools, so you don't have to guess your way through yours. Today we're getting to know one of the hardest working little parts on your whole pool, and it's one almost nobody understands, so let's get into it. If you own a pool, you've stood on the deck and stared down at that little square hole in the wall, wondering what in the world is going on in there. Today we're pulling the skimmer apart and showing you exactly how it works. No mystery, just a simple kind of genius little tool. Let's dive in. Here's the one idea everything else hangs on. Debris floats before it sinks. Leaves, pollen, oils, sunscreen, dust, bugs, almost everything that fouls your pool spends its first few hours just riding the surface. Once that stuff waterlogs and drops to the floor, it gets a whole lot harder to remove. It starts feeding algae, and it drives your chlorine demand through the roof. Catch it up top, and it never becomes a bottom of the pool problem. So let's follow the water. It starts at the surface, gets pulled into the skimmer, travels down an underground suction line, and hits the pump. From there, it's pushed through the filter, maybe a heater if you've got one, and shot back into the pool through the return jets. That's the loop. Watch my first video in this Getting to Know Your Pool series. Now here's the myth that trips up almost every pool owner. People think the skimmer is sucking the water in. It isn't. The skimmer has zero power of its own. None. It's just a passive doorway. The pump, way downstream, is the engine doing all the pulling. Get that straight and you'll troubleshoot this thing like a pro. It all starts across the pool. Your return jets push clean water back in, and that creates a gentle surface current that herds all the floating junk right toward the skimmer mouth. And for that mouth to do its job, your water level has to sit right about halfway up the opening. This is the single most important thing you control. Halfway. Remember that. Here's a cross section so you can see it. If the water rises above the top edge, usually after heavy rain, skimming just stops. That top layer floats right past the opening and your debris drifts by with it. Drop too low from evaporation and the skimmer starts gulping air. That air runs down the pipes to the pump, breaks its prime, and shuts your circulation down cold. Look inside the mouth and you'll see a hinged floating flap. That's the weir. As water flows in, it tips down and squeezes the flow into a thin, fast sheet right where the debris is sitting. And it's a one-way trap. When the pump shuts off, the weir floats back up and snaps closed, locking your leaves and bugs inside so they can't drift back out. Just below the weir is the basket. This is the first real bottleneck in your plumbing. It grabs acorns and big leaves before they reach the pipes. But let it pack solid and it turns into a wall. Your pump strains and overheats trying to pull water through that clog. So empty it, often. Now look beneath the basket. A lot of skimmers have two ports down here, not one. One is your main suction line to the pump. The other is a separate equalizer line that ties into a fitting lower on the pool wall. If your water drops too low and the main mouth runs dry, that equalizer kicks in and pulls water up from the lower fitting, so the pump keeps getting water instead of air. Sitting over those ports, you'll often find a little plastic float valve or diverter valve. And honestly, this is the part people pull out, don't understand, and toss in the trash. Don't. Removing it kills the skimmer's ability to balance suction on its own and trigger that equalizer backup. Leave it in. Unless you have to winterize the pool. But remember to stick it back in when you open it back up. The skimmer handles the surface, but it works as a team with the main drain down at the deepest point of the floor. Together, they pull from the top and the bottom of the whole water column. So when your flow feels weak or you hear that gurgling, sucking sound, run this quick 3-step check. 1. Empty the basket. 2. Push the weir and make sure it swings free. 3. Confirm the water sitting at the middle of the mouth. 9 times out of 10, that gurgle is air getting in, and the fix is one of those 3 things, usually a low water level. That's the whole skimmer. Keep the water at the middle of the mouth, keep the basket clear, and let that little weir do its work. Catch it while it floats, and you never have to fight it once it sinks. And that's your skimmer, start to finish. Nothing scary in there once you know what you're looking at. If this helped, do me a favor and subscribe so you catch the rest of the series. And head over to pooltoolkit.com where I've got free calculators for pretty much every pool number you'll ever need. I'll see you at the next one.